Right, thanks. So Poland has now applied to join NATO's nuclear sharing program. This should make everybody feel extremely safe and secure in their own beds, because Poland wants to join NATO's nuclear sharing program. Why is this? Well, of course, this is because the Russians put nuclear weapons into Belarus. And I can tell you that people on the eastern border between Poland and Belarus at the moment are extremely fearful, because they're being pumped full of media narratives about how dangerous Belarus is, that they can expect the Belarusian state to send their army over the border at any moment. And so this is of great concern for them. So the Polish government now wanting to join NATO's nuclear sharing program, get nuclear weapons onto Polish ground. What was the Russians' position on this? Well, here's Dmitry Medvedev. He's saying that the only danger arising from the request to deploy nuclear weapons in Poland is that such weapons will be used. Well, that is certainly the danger. And I think if there's one government on this planet that is just daft enough to even think about it, it is the Polish government, because they are extremely anti-Russian at the moment. But in the meantime, of course, the narrative builds up, both in Poland and in Ukraine, because now that the coup that wasn't a coup has happened, and it looks like that certainly the West is claiming that Belarus is building an army camp for Wagner fighters. So they're claiming that Wagner is deploying to Belarus at the moment. So that is causing Zelensky to have some very serious concerns. He is saying now that he's going to bolster the Ukraine-Belarus border. So where does this leave the counteroffensive? It leaves it stalled, and probably stalled for quite some time, as he tries to think about how he's going to redeploy to try to protect the border in the north. And finally, I just wanted to mention again, if you remember on Friday, we were talking about the claims that Russia is about to attack itself by attacking the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant. This coming from the New Voice of Ukraine. Well, we've got a new article on Yahoo News, this time from Ukrainska Pravda, saying Russian forces begin to flee Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant, according to the Ukrainian Defence Intelligence. So the claim is that the Russians are now moving people away from the nuclear power plant in order to blow it up or cause some kind of nuclear incident that, of course, the West is claiming would be a Russian false flag. The Russians, of course, saying they're going to do nothing of the kind. However, some people commenting that residents in the 50 kilometer zone around Zaporozhye have been given iodine medications by the Ministry of Health of Ukraine. And so this is, again, more narrative that the Russians are about to pull some kind of gag. But the IAEA have made a statement on the 30th of June on the situation in Ukraine. And I just wanted to highlight one quote from this. As previously indicated, they say the IAEA is aware of reports that mines and other explosives have been placed in and around the Zaporozhye Nuclear Power Plant, including mines near the cooling pond. We take such, this is a quote now from the Director General, we take such reports very seriously, and I've instructed our experts on the site to look into this matter and request the access they need for doing their job. Until now, they have not observed any mines or other explosives. Further access will still be needed, but it's clear that they have not found any mines or explosives in and around the actual power plant. But what they have said is that once you get a little bit further away from the nuclear power plant itself, there have been some mines placed. Nonetheless, this narrative keeps building that the Russians are going to cause some kind of nuclear incident at the power plant. I don't think anybody would be surprised to say we are highly skeptical that the Russians would be wanting to attack themselves in this way.